Hello, this is topic 6-3 over squares and rhombi. Rhombi is just the plural form of the word rhombus. And a rhombus, in case you don't know, is just a parallelogram, except for all four sides are equal. So we've got all the properties of a parallelogram, plus two more. Well, my opposite sides, those are still parallel. My opposite sides are congruent, but all my sides are congruent. So that kind of trumps this one. My opposite angles are congruent. My consecutive angles are supplementary. My diagonals, well, they bisect each other. Of course, I've got my four congruent sides. My diagonals are also perpendicular, and they bisect the opposite angles, which means that this angle is the same as that one, and this one is the same as that one. So here are the rules that we have. Let's go ahead and put them into practice. Well, if RST is 67, we want to find RSW. Well, because the diagonals bisect each other, that means that it's 67 divided by 2, which gives us 33.5. Now we want to find SVT if STV is 135. So if that one's 135, then these two would equal 180, and these two must be the same. So I'm going to go ahead and call them x. So 2x plus 135 would be 180. I'm going to go ahead and take 180 and subtract the 135, giving me that 2x equals 45. When I divide it by 2, I get that x is 22.5. And so my angle must be 22.5. Moving on. For example 3, we've got another rhombus. It says that SWT is 2x plus 8. Well, we know that this has to be a 90-degree angle because it's a rhombus. So that means that 2x plus 8 must equal 90. Subtract 8, we get that 2x equals 82. And divide by 2, we get that x must equal 41. Well, here they say that WRV is 5x plus 5, and WRS is 7x minus 19. Well, because the diagonals are bisected, that must mean that they're the same. So 7x minus 19 will equal 5x plus 5. I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. I'm also going to go ahead and add 19 to both sides to save myself a little bit of room. Well, that will give me 2x equals 24. I want to divide both sides by 2. I get that x equals 12. Now here I get a bunch of pieces that I need, that I'm told. I'm told that DM is 24. This angle of LDO is 43 degrees. And DL is 13. Well, OM will be half of the 24 because my diagonals are bisected. So 24 divided by 2 equals 12. Well, DOL is my right angle, so that's just 90 degrees. And for DLO, we'll have a triangle that's 180 minus my 90 plus 43 will give me 47. That must be 47. And DML, well, if that's 43, that means this must be 43 because of bisection. If that's 43, that means that this must also be 43 because of alternate anterior angles. And if we're asked what DP is, well, this side is going to be the same as all my other outsides, so it's going to be the 13. And those are the rules about rhombi. Now let's talk about squares. Well, squares are parallelograms with 4 congruent sides and 4 right angles. This means that a square is both a rectangle and a rhombus. Okay? So there's my kind of a bad picture of a square. Well, we've got all these rules. I'm going to kind of shrink them up a little bit. We know that all of our sides are congruent. The opposite sides are, of course, parallel. Our diagonals bisect each other, and they're the same length, so that means that each one of these 4 have to be the same. Our corners are right angles, but so is our interior. And because these angles are bisected, they're all going to be the same, and they're all going to be 45 degrees. And that pretty much tells the story of everything for our square. Opposite sides parallel, opposite sides congruent, opposite angles congruent, consecutive angles are supplementary, 90 plus 90 is 180, diagonals bisect each other, we have 4 right angles, the diagonals are congruent, we have 4 congruent sides, the diagonals are perpendicular, and the diagonals bisect the opposite angles. All that's shown here. So even though this is a lot of rules, it actually boils down to be really easy to work with. So if MA equals 8, AT must also equal 8. The measure of angle HST would be 90 degrees, and MAT would also be 90 degrees. If HS is 2, that means that's also 2. That means that HA would be 4. And because my diagonals are congruent, MT would also be 4. So lots of rules can be condensed really easily for squares. look at our last example. If AED is 5x plus 5, well, that means that 5x plus 5 equals 90. So 5x equals 85, meaning that x equals 17. And if they say that BAC is 5x, well, that must be 45. So 5x equals 45, which means that x must be 9. And there you go. Those are all the rules for squares and rhombi. Remember to refer back to your rules on your pictures so that you can make sure and find how to set up your algebraic equations. Good luck on your assignment. Have a good day.